start. Oh, Lee spun. But look at that. Panel to the inside. Oh. Here we go, Jack. Is he going to hold it? Oh, they make contact. Mata comes across the line, and for the fourth time, he is your VSL champion. Hello everybody and welcome along to VSL F1. This is Season 8 and this is crunch time today. Our next night race of the season, we head to the Marina Bay circuit for the Singapore Grand Prix, one of the longest on the calendar, first used in Formula 1 back in 2008. More about that a little bit later on. My name is Jess Ball, 15 minutes late, well more than that now, almost 25 minutes late. My internet decided to have other things, but I resetted the router and it's all good now, hopefully, touch wood. But even though it took about 10 minutes to reset the router than usual. But anyway, joining me in the commentary box, it is of course Mr. Evil Dragon, also known as Liam New. How are you doing tonight?
Very good, despite having my own technical difficulty. Everything just shut off like 5 minutes ago. It's all fine, I think. Fingers crossed as well. There's cars going off everywhere. Knighton's out of the session. Ryan's out of the session. Things have gone terribly wrong somewhere in the server right now. Many people are not pointing in the right direction. It's Singapore, first race in 08, like you said. And, well, I mean, as long as it doesn't rain, it'll be fine. Otherwise, we might be here until 12 PM. And that will be entertaining.
And hopefully that does not happen because we've got work in the morning. But yes, quite a few things have changed since then. The track drew criticism from drivers a few times about the curves and the potential dangerous pit entry, which for me it's still quite difficult in the way as it is as well. And the Singapore Sling chicanes have a few minor changes as well. And obviously we're in the current layout today, and we all know Fernando Alonso took the first win here in 08, but in controversial circumstances that we're not going to go into too much on stream. So, without further ado, 25 minutes late, we're going to get on circuit. 19 drivers, our championship leader, by the way, is having trouble with his internet. He's still set time. It's all good. It's currently provisional pole at the moment. We've still got a few people on the medium tyres, and strategy's going to be quite interesting today, Liam. We've got one of the first tracks on the calendar where the hard tyres are potentially probably going to be the most used tyres. And another track that people consider that is obviously hard, but remember we had changeable conditions in China. I think it was round 2 or 3 of the season when you joined me for the whole season. So yeah, this is going to be the first track where we'll probably see the hard used more often than not tonight as well, because you don't want to be using the soft too much. After 4 or 5 laps, it dies, as I found out quite a few times on this game.
Yeah, Singapore, one of the hardest tracks on tyres, might we say. Now, I have good news. Now, I know you don't like to be spoiled for the weather, but it's going to be dry.
Yay!
So, we won't be here until 12 PM. Thank the weather god. I'll tell you what, though, we've got a lot of cars struggling around here on this circuit. Timo up front, Slender in second, Cam and Yarham in third and fourth, respectively, for them. We've seen many cars in the wall. I saw Red Bull about front wing earlier on. We are looking to see who is on a lap and who's not on a lap. We have got invalidated. We have Tony, who just put it in the wall once, and he gets it through in towards the back end, underneath the grandstand, into the back sector, underneath all of the overpasses up ahead of us through the last couple of corners. He's invalidated, and he comes to the pit. Never mind. So, who is anyone going to set a lap time? Right, here's Lee. Now, he's on a lap time. He's coming into the last corner. Well, he can't invalidate now, surely. Through he comes, into the last corner, and that looks pretty good. 11th position. There we go. So, at least we managed to finish the lap time. We've got Slender up on P1. We've got Mr. Aiden. He's on the medium tyres down in P8. He, however, has just invalidated. We've got Yinks, who is on a lap time, and I like Jinx, so this will end well for him. But so far, currently, P6. Now, this is looking good for Mr. Jinx so far, as he comes down to the hairpin, and he's running the number 69 as well, which is very nice, I will say. But, yellow flags, that is an AlphaTauri, the other AlphaTauri, but Jinx, in he comes, and this looks pretty decent so far, and for him, keeps it in the white lines, and then, of course, it is left slide king, right, left, right, then I think it's left. So here's a left, next one's a right, then it's a right, and then it's a left, and left. I'm pretty certain. I think that's how this course works. So here's a right, here's a left, and then as long as you don't do that, which is well, then it's left, left, left. So left, left, no more left, but there is a left. He's P2 across the line he comes. 135.7, and that is second position there for Mr. Jinx, who did a good job on that. That is his first race, isn't it? Or am I missing something?
I will need to double check. I believe it is, but I don't want to say it's his first race and then feel completely baffled that it's not. So, yeah.
I'm gonna say it is.
I think it is. Not entirely sure, but anything could happen. AlphaTauri, I think it might be. I think it might be because there's no mic, and yeah, there's no mic unless Jinx is mic in disguise. But I don't know. But again, I'll need to double check on that one. But still to see some lap times. A lot more people are doing it on the soft right now at the moment, but we've seen in Singapore in the past, a lot of people start their laps on the soft, then back off a bit just to do a little bit of sandbagging, and then towards the end, then try and set their best lap time on the medium tires, but they only have 110 medium tires anyway. Dare goes up to the line as he's hit the wall, and he's out of the session, Liam, and yeah, he's in 9th place. Well, he's not going to improve from that 9th position, is he?
Well, no, certainly not. Well, he can improve. The only way he can improve by is going backwards, so that's not an improvement, Evil. Good job. So, he can only go backwards, we'll just say that. But hitting the wall, I almost pressed control car of Lando Norris. Let's not do that, although it would be entertaining for me to drive and comment at the same time. Through comes Mr. N8, which I still can't remember his name.
Ahmed.
Forgot. Ahmed, as he comes through turn number 1, and, well, never mind, he's invalidated, so... Don't need to remember his name now because he's validated. Newgarden! He's on a lap time then, so what can the other Red Bull driver do? This isn't going very well so far, Jess, is it? It's just calamities here for all the drivers. We just can't speak. Well, here comes Mr. Newgarden. The man who has been very much... Say he's been up and down this season. He's been looking good sometimes, he's been looking bad sometimes. Let's hope he's got a little bit of form in around a circuit which is very difficult to do at the best of times. Through he comes into the last sector, under the bridge, over the crest. Little bit snappy, little bit tentative. Through he comes into the last corner. Now he's coming to the pits. So, right. So, is anyone going to say that? George! Let's go on board. Oh, he's invalidated. Never mind. Just I can't do him. He's invalidated straight away. So, Kai! Let's go on board of you. You are a lucky victim. Mr. Kieran, my old friend, commentated me before. He's a lovely little bloke. Let's see what he can do. Comes through. The former Singapore sling, and then over where the Anderson Beats bridges. That used to be the slightly wider version of that. Now it's the slightly tighter version, I think. It's the other way around, actually. It used to be the tight, now it's the open version. It looks like it's the tighter version. I don't know anymore. I know that bridge changed. Purple Sector 2, let's see what he can do. On the medium tyres as well. What's a good lap this could be then on that Alfa Romeo. 3 minutes to go here in qualifying. Into the back end of the circuit as you come through, I think it's 14 and 15 on this 19 corners? I think it's 19 corners. I can't quite remember. There's so many corners on this circuit. It confuses me. I might try and count them in a little bit and see how many I can get right. But Kieran, he's coming through the last couple of corners. This looked like it could very much be the first lap time that hasn't gone off the road. Indeed he does, and it's P4.
Decent lap time on the mediums though, Liam. It's pretty much the fastest medium lap tyre out there, but he's been on those mediums for 2 laps, so I wonder if he was struggling to get those tyres up to temperature there as well, so don't be surprised if he's going out again. We've got Matt Ducati in 17th position on the road. He's going to be setting his next run right now, as well as Tony in the Williams, who's invalidated his out lap. Let's hopefully he doesn't invalidate his flying lap as well. Tony is going on a run as well, and I have to say, the Alpine car of Tony, well, I was expecting him to be near the top 10 in this championship. He is not. He's in 11th position. But with a few drivers missing tonight, he could make his way, climb up a few positions. Obviously, no Iceman tonight, I don't think, 'cause there's only 2 McLarens. And then obviously got Pete reserving tonight. He's in the Alpine, actually. So I think it's Ryan Berry who's not here. No, it is. Ryan Berry is not here. Okay, that's why Pete is reserving for him tonight as well. So let's go on board with Tony in the Alpine car for going through the middle of Sector 2. Watch out for the curbs because it can kill you if you hit the curbs too much. And this is my favourite part of the circuit, actually, heading towards turn 9 and 10, just before the Singapore Sling. It's kind of where people can have cocktails as well. Do you like cocktails, Liam?
I'm not going to say I've never tried a cocktail. Oh dear, Kieran, what's happened to you, sunshine?
I don't know, he's binned it. But yeah, if you like cocktails, ladies and gentlemen, the Singapore Sling is where you can have your favourite cocktails as well. You pass 11 to 13, start of sector 3, and you're going to be heading towards under this bridge here, and you're going to be heading towards turn 15 and 17 very soon as well. It's very awkward.
Oh, N8, that's a big off. Sorry to cut over, Jess. N8 has done exactly the same thing that Deck's done. However, he's survived it. He's got on the curb on the outside, slammed into the slammed into the concrete wall. The car's alive. I don't think he's alive anymore.
No.
But the car lives. That was a big off. Meanwhile, Tony, he's coming to the pit.
I wonder if he's backed off a little bit on his run, Liam, as well. I think quite a few people might have backed off in turn 19 as well. And the checker flag is about to drop here in Singapore, and we're about to see who's going to get pole position. I thought more people would go on mediums, to be fair, but everyone is getting some softs in, so I'm strongly suggesting people would probably try soft to hard, I reckon, but there could be some brave souls that go soft to mediums. Fair play if you could get soft to me as well, because Yarham has validated his run, so he won't be improved. But we've got George, who just came across the line in P14, who's next across the line. We've got Tony, who has invalidated. He is going to start in dead last. Slenderman is a few tenths on his time. Jinx, our new driver, and I can confirm in the chat that he is our newest driver to the league. So welcome, Jinx. And he's there in pole position. Can anyone beat him? Slenderman, purple sector 2. He is a fast man on a mission. Matter them. Heading towards the bay and turn 19 then, and then towards 20 and 21. The car is planted very nicely on the track for him. So we'll see what he could do. Up to the line he goes. And what time will it be? 1:36.587. We've got Flexi and Casper. Casper can only manage 4th. We've got an Alfa Romeo ahead of him. Might be Slenderman, actually. Can Slenderman get pole? What a lap time for Slenderman. Can Flexi get any better? No, but you cannot. You can only manage 3rd. Matt can only manage 9th. What about Cam? He's 2 tenths down. He's actually 1.5 seconds down, so that's not good for you. Cam is Ahmed. He's the last person that's going to set a lap, but he's got no front wing. But he's still going, bless him. I think it is quicker just saying a lap rather than going to the pit, so... Yeah, that's very true. But anyway...
Quicker than I can.
Yeah, to be fair, most of these guys could do better in Singapore than what I can. So fair play to you guys, fair play to you. So, yeah. We've got half of the field, pretty much. Well, not half of the field, but most of the top 10 on mediums. 4 drivers on the softs. But Liam, run us down our grid.
So, we have Slender, Yinks, we've got Flexi, Timo in 4th, Casper, Kai. So we take, well, I'm going to keep calling him
Kieran.
Kai. Cam, Yaham, Matta, Lee, Tony, Aiden, Newgarden, Acorn, N8, Ryan, George, Knighton, and Tony at the back. And in 2 seconds' time, that is your 14-second rundown of the grid. There you go. Lovely stuff. Now, Jess, we have sponsors to go through, haven't we?
We've got quite a few stuff to go through. Let's hope they don't ready up too early this time, because I had to basically go through quite a lot of them. So we've got one partner and 1 sponsor. So first of all, we got our regular sponsor, Rogue Energy. You can use the code VSL F1 League for 10% off by going onto their website, rogueenergy.com. And by the way, Rogue Energy does nice drinks. So, not the drinks I would like, but I know a lot of people like them. So, if you want to check it out, please feel free to go to their website and you can get the code and get 10% off. And also, VSL has recently joined Patreon. Now, I've been given some info from the amazing Matter so I can find. So, Patreon basically helps us in a way to support the league, and it helps you as well. And there's 3 different tiers you can sign up for. So for £3 a month for the first tier, you can include lots of Discord benefits, and there's also a community chat. For the tier 2, which is £7 a month, all of this includes VAT, by the way. Still don't understand what VAT is, and I'm a working lady. The same benefits as tier 1, but you also get to be a part of community night and live streams. And a VIP family member is £10 a month. Same benefits as Tier 1 and Tier 2, but you get Patreon-only updates, you get early access to some things, be a part of community nights, full-time seats in our F1 League, and monthly giveaways. So go on to our Patreon, patreon.com/VSL F1, and to be honest, it doesn't matter how much you donate, the every little helps for our league, and yeah, it is great. So let's hope nobody readies up too early, because we're going to go through the drivers standings very quickly. So Timo is our championship leader, 163 points to Casper's 144 in second. We've got Tony in the Williams, 108 points in third. Flexi in fourth position on 97. We've got Kieran on 92 points. We've got Slenderman in the other Alfa Romeo on 78 points, as I realised my sound was turned up on my PlayStation, which was weird. We got Mato in 7th on 69 points. The same numbers, obviously, our new drivers running tonight. Interesting fact there. So we got Iceman in 8th on 50, Deck in 9th on 48, J-Luke in 10th on 34, 11th is Tony on 33 with Yarham as well, Cam in 30th on 29, Red Matt in 14th on 26, joint with Ryan Berry. Obviously Ryan Berry's not here tonight, so Matt, Ryan and Hayden could jump up a few positions there, 16th and 17th respectively, 25 points to Hayden's 18 points. Then we got Mike in 18th, who's not here tonight, Lee in 19th on 16, and we got Ahmed in 20th. Your other page, I can actually go through the other page because everyone is following the rules, Liam. This is great. Newgarden on 6th with Sheldon Cooper. Then we got Risky, Pete, Yuri, Vitinho, George, Panos, Jinx. Obviously, Jinx has not scored, and Dara did not score anything. And we jinxed Dara last week. I felt quite bad. I think Liam felt bad as well, but yeah. Not a pretty sight. I can hear Liam laughing in the background there. But anyway, your Constructors' Championship, as the clock is counting down, so I've got to be quick. Ferrari are leading with 241. Aston Martin, second on 182. Fourth is Williams, 133. Fifth is Mercedes, 117. Sixth is AlphaTauri on 70. Seventh is Alpine on 59. Eighth is McLaren with 59. I said that twice, so they're joint 7th, but Alpine I think is doing better, so yeah. 9th is Haas on 50, 10th is Red Bull on 30, and the clock has just stroked 0. Good timing, Nelly, good timing, and dry race as we said, 19 drivers, and we'll go through what tyres they're on, and we got 2 drivers on the hards. That's very brave of Singapore. That is Matt Ryan and George.
Yes, indeed, Len. So, a few... don't know if I've gone Scottish. A few people on different strategies. I will say this is going to be an entertaining race. Safety car is, I think it's a 100% chance of a safety car normally around this circuit. In league racing, that's probably like a 3,000% chance of a safety car. Yes. Watch out for the first lap. That's what I'll say. We've seen many an incident around here in my time. I've witnessed a race where only 3 people finished this race, which was...
it was red flagged.
It was red flag due to lack of drivers. Let's hope we don't get that many drivers. I don't know if there's a red flag chance in VSL if there's a lack of drivers, but I imagine there might be. Hopefully, we don't find that out.
Yes. So, we'll go for your other tyre choice as well. We got Tony P and Hayden who opted for the mediums. Newgarden has opted for the softs. Jack has opted for the mediums. Ahmed has opted for the mediums. Matt Ryan has opted for the hards, George has opted for the hards, Pete has opted for the soft, and Tony, the other Tony, who's starting last, is opted for the mediums. And I'm just checking the VSL tweet to see if they got the hashtag right this week. They have!
They've learned, yes, because I'll bully them otherwise.
I'm just going to retweet the tweet before I forget, actually. But you expect the drivers to pit for the hards round about, say, lap 4, lap 5, do you think?
They could stretch to lap 6 if they can get the tyres. Depends really if we get an early safety car. They'll be stretching longer and longer. That's the kind of gamble here around Singapore. Remember as well, those that have got a hard on at the back, they will be hoping for no safety car, no drama, so they can come and shoot through the field as soon as they can. And Knighton on the set of soft tyres, he will be going for guns and glory right now down the back. Tony as well, hoping for a good afternoon with a race here. The first race under the lights at Singapore 2008. A race won by Fernando Alonso in controversial fashion. Let's hope we don't see that again. Timo, continuing his issues, he has disconnected yet again here today.
Just like me earlier.
Yes, like you earlier, like I earlier, he is now having issues. The last car then, come through the last corner, it's the Williams, which absolutely looks gorgeous under the lights here in Singapore with its chromey finish. And it's growing on me, this livery now, and I miss it. There is that one. But the question is, turn number 1, the left-hander, Slender on the right, Jinx on the left, Flexi, Timo, and then comes Casper. But with 2, 3, 4, 5 red shiny lights above Singapore. Look, but never stare, because we're underway under the lights of Singapore. And looks like Jinx has got a good start as he comes towards turn 1. But it's Flexi coming through as well into 3rd. But Slender having a good start as well, as they all kind of bunch up into turn 2. It's Flexi out to 2nd. Casper in 4th. Jinx there trying to go back up the inside into turn number 3. What's to be careful here is it pits on the exit, but I think everyone seemingly getting themselves off the line at the start. That is the crucial thing as they come down Raphael Boulevard for the first time. Further down, Mata making up a few positions on the Aidens. They scrap away down into 4. At the outside line there from the Mercedes. The Martin having to concede position right there. Tony dropping with that issue. He's got no helmet on as well, it seems. So he's lost his helmet, he's lost his car, and now he's losing positions as well as he's getting swamped down the straight. A few other positions making up. George dropping 1 or 2 positions. They hard tires. In the wall, and there's Matt Ryan involved. George is out this race, and the hard drivers they've got a little bit too hard, and Lee off in the wall as well. So the AlphaTauri dropping it. The McLaren out of the race. Virtual safety car deployed. And, you know, all I said, Jez, about everyone's got themselves off the start correctly. I am wrong.
I thought it was going to be a safety car, personally, with that crash. Because I was on board with George with his crash, and it was awful. Absolutely awful. Wheels up the circuit, so understandable. But it saved Matt Ryan's bacon, because he's now the only driver on a set of the hard compounder tyres. So he's going to be absolutely loving the fact that he's got a second chance to redeem himself. But we'll look at positions gaining. Oh no! Flexi, what have you done? He has got a drive-through penalty for speeding on the VSC, and Jinx is in the pits. Now that is early. That is early. Front wing?
I don't think it's a front wing. I'm looking down. Tony and Knighton both have front wings gone. No, we believe it was.
Yeah, it is front wing for Jinx. Oh, what a shame. We always seem to curse the new drivers. It's just unintentionally, of course, unintentionally. But yeah, it'll be Slenderman in first, Casper in 3rd, and a few more people going to the pit actually as well. We got the 2 Hasses fighting each other. We got Deck fighting as well. Deck's in the pits as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 drivers in the pits. But yeah, we're in that Ferrari engine sandwich at the moment with the likes of Kieran, Cam and Yarham, and we got Mata right behind. The Deltas have gone on my screen, which is
I get to say it for once. It's a Ferrari 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's finally happened. There we go. It's the first time I've wanted to say this all season. Ferrari are OP. Now Boston will crash any second now.
They were OP at the start of the season, to be honest, in real life in Bahrain. So
yeah. They're all doing quite well. It's the Alfa Romeo leading the Ferrari pair. Then, of course, it comes the other Alfa Romeo. Then comes the 2 Hasses of Cam and Yarham, followed by the Mercedes of Mr. Matter. Then comes Tony the first. Then Mr. Aiden. And then both Red Bulls currently running in 10th and 11th position. The highest I think they've run for a few races. I say that. Newgarden just hit the wall nearly. Newgarden just hit the wall nearly then, as I said it. He's a lucky man that time. I haven't cursed it completely, but it could be worse. He's still going as Slenderman. First lap of this race. In comes Flexi to ruin my hopes of dreams of Ferrari domination as he got himself a drive-through penalty. And he comes and he will serve that, and that will drop him all the way to the back of the grid. He'll be ahead of Jinx by a little bit of margin, around about 13 to 14 seconds. So it's not over yet for Flexi if we get a safety car later on, but it's going to be a tall order to come through the field. Here, under the lights at Singapore, up front, it is now Slenderman, Casper, Kieran, then, of course, Cam. Looking down the rest of the field to see who is making up positions It really, Jazz. Again, the top four has Slenderman so deep into the corner.
Yeah, Casper's gained a lot of time there, heading towards the Singapore Sling, past turn 8 to 9, and then we've got another thing off.
See!
Flexy's out the race. The first Ferrari is gone, and we've got another virtual safety car. Was that the same? Oh, it was turn 5. It was turn 5, Liam, that he's been there.
Yeah. It's gone the curb.
Yeah, and I did say earlier, Liam, that the curves could be quite deadly at Singapore. And Flexy just hit it. Why is a safety car not come out? I am very shocked. But, well, the safety cars have been put on reduced tonight. And for good reason. Because otherwise we would have more safety cars
That'd be 6 laps so far.
Yeah, so, in a way, I'm kind of glad it's not reduced. But so we got VSC. Hopefully no more drive-throughs, lads. As I say, that there'll probably be someone that gets a drive-through. But Yarham's gaining quite a bit in this VSC restart. Yay, no more VSC drama. Luckily, no one has got any drive-through penalties, so that's always good news. And good news, my phone's just charged because it was running out of battery earlier, so I can unplug it. Good news. Anyway, Yarham, he could use his ERS battery. Not quite close enough to get Cam soon, but you could get him within DRS range as well. Quite a few DRS range zones around this. Okay, Hayden's gone off a little bit into turn 3 there. Not ideal at all. And I'm trying to see if anyone can slip it down the inside into turn 7. Well, I know Casper can. He's going to look left and right, and he's not going anywhere. Slenderman closed the door on Casper, and he's up to stays in first place. Slenderman. Casper is in second. Kieran could have taken advantage of both of them, but he's just staying put, and that's the bravest thing to do right now. One of the Alfa Romeos will be working together there. As we got Hayden going side by side with the Alpine driver of Tony through turn 8, heading towards turn 9, heading towards the Singapore Sling now. Tony closes the door, and Tony staying in 7th position. Timo, has he rejoined? I assume he has, because he's not ghosted for me anymore. So, that's good. He's catching up to these two. Yeah, he's rejoined. Yay! That's good. So, please, touch wood, Timo, stay in the session, because you've still got a championship to fight for. And
Kieran and Cam trying a battle there as well.
So many battles, Liam.
There's lots of battles going on here today. But one Ferrari car is out this race. But don't worry, we've still got the other 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them up front. So I mean, at least the wall of Ferrari is still slightly remaining up. But the Mercedes dominant is now 6th, 7th, 8th. So the Ferrari wall the Mercedes wall starting to come through ever so slightly, as well as in comes Yarham. Just as I say. Ferrari 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then one just has to pit right there. And is that for damage? I think likely so, because that is for a set of. Let's see, is that a new front wing? I see it. It's a new front wing.
Yeah, it is. It's definitely a new front on the hard, which should get to the end of him. So
mediums.
Oh, I thought it was hards. I swear I've seen hards.
Oh, well, unless there's a decent.
Battle for the lead. Sorry to cut you off. As someone also gone off, that's Timo. But Casper has taken the lead of the Singapore Grand Prix into turn 7.
What on earth is going on here at Singapore? Cars are dropping left, right, and centre. We've got overtakes for the lead. I don't know what's going on. You don't know what's going on. Tony's picked up a penalty. Oh my god, it's all going on right now. Casper leads now from Slenderman. Kieran in third, and Slenderman drops it, but he catches it. He catches it, and Cam hasn't got a driver in the car. No.
He's fine. Oh yeah, he's got no helmet, Cam, on my
lost
screen.
Its head. This is FIA needs to take a look at this man here.
Yeah, Cam needs a penalty. Joking. I know it's just a game glitch, whatever. But we're sitting a DRS train growing from Kieran all the way, well, from Slenderman really, all the way to Cam as Timo said the session again.
Kieran hit the wall, Jess, and that might be a bit of trouble. Is that damage potentially? It's not, so he got away with it.
But he's lost time on Slenderman though.
Yeah, he lost a couple of attempts just hitting the wall, but Casper there starting to fly away on those medium tyres now, so they've got up a temperature. Slenderman's soft tyres. Oh, Kieran, don't get on the curbs while he loses one. The Ferrari wall's still just about intact. Then it's a 4-car Ferrari wall. Always get a 3-car Ferrari wall. And I will. None of these Ferraris are going to finish at the rate I'm going here. As poor old Kieran loses one. Now Slenderman has got Cam behind him. And then now Kieran back into 4th position. Somehow kept it on the island. I tell you who's not keeping on the island. It's Slenderman. No one wants to keep. None of these Ferrari drivers want to finish this race, Jess, do they?
No. They definitely do not want to finish this race. It's that insane right now that they just want to have a chance of survival. Usually it's a chance of survival due to the insane heat in real life.
Ryan,
and the endurance has someone else has gone off. That is Tony in the Williams. But Cam is going to try and sneak it up the inside into a very tricky part of the circuit, and he decides to stay put, which is fair enough. He could get him here though into the start of sector 3. To the left-hand side he goes, and he's going to clip the apex and all this line. A little bit of contact between the two of them, almost hitting the wall there. This could invite the likes of Kieran to come into this again as well, and all of this is allowing Casper to pull away by 3.5 seconds right now on the rest of the field. We've got Matter in 5th position as well, also in that DRS train. As they keep squabbling, Hayden is going to catch up too, because he is gaining quite a bit. Now, expect Slenderman to come into the pits right now, as that was good timing for Mrs. Jess Games 95. So he's going to come in, put on a set of hard tyres, I presume, and we'll get to the end of the race. So he has done his stop, unless he...
Mediums.
No, mediums. Is he going for 2-stop?
Maybe a 2-stop then. So medium, so soft, medium, ideally. Then the hard tyres just around here. They can do it, but they're not the ideal tyres. I mean, they're just very slow. In comes the Red Bull set of medium tyres as well. They're gambling here on a safety car later on. Will a safety car come? Who knows? Johan, meanwhile, where is he? He's down in 9th. He's going to come out alongside the other Ferrari-powered car of Slenderman. So the Ferrari wall is now in 2 pieces. It's now in 8th and 9th, 1st, 2nd and 3rd. So there we go. They're still together at least, I suppose, in some instances, as long as none of them, no one else drops it. But, you know, anything can happen so far. N8 and 7th, looking down the rest of the field to see who else is battling who. We've got Timo coming out the pit lane. Oh my dear God. What on earth is he hasn't even got, he's just got the face.
What the hell?
He's just got his face on. There's no helmet. There's no nothing. He's just got a face.
I think one of the Hasses had that as well, from my end.
Oh my God, no. Like, his white balaclava wasn't there. His face was just floating in the car. I'm saving this now. Oh my God.
Oh no. Oh no. But anyway, we're laughing at the game, by the way, not at the drivers themselves. The drivers are doing a stellar of a job right now as well. So, in terms of pit stops, by the way, Slenderman has come out ahead of Yarham and Jinx have pitted. Newgarden's also pitted as well. But like we said, expect more people to come into the pits very, very soon. And speaking of Yarham, by the way, he's got a 3-second time penalty to add to his list as well. So, not ideal in the slightest. Now, Kieran, he's got the penalty, but he wants to get past Cam so bad. But Willie, yellow flag, that is... Knighton?
Not Knighton. Tony? Yeah, Tony. Would have been Tony. Off at turn number 1 then, so he's got on the curb. Kieran again touching the wall. What?
Oh my God, you're screaming, Liam.
Well, Kieran, don't do this to me. There we go. Straight line. Good. Don't just say, stop it. Good lad. There we go. What I was about to say was Kieran nearly hit the wall. And he's nearly hit the wall about 4 more times in the sentence, I was saying. Now he's going in a straight line. Everything's fine, Jess. I mean, calm down now. Oh my dear Lord, Kieran's trying to kill me today. I don't know. That was close. But now he's back in the power. Now he's going in the straight.
It is a physical challenge, to be fair, if you're on the wheel and on the pad as well, because you're going to be working up some of that muscle memory and obviously your shoulders as well, because it is a different type of circuit in terms of direction compared to the other circuit. It's counterclockwise. Now, most of the circuits, I believe, are clockwise. So, there's going to be a lot of tyre wear, as Matt was almost close to hitting the wall there as well. So, they're going to be going in directions which their body is not really used to in the game. So, that's why they're probably going to struggle a little bit more towards the end of the race in terms of rhythm, as Kieran is in. Kieran is in the pits. Now...
I would be surprised
I won't be surprised if it's for Nino. So I did see him hit the wall a few times in the last couple of laps. And does he have Yes, he does. Hard tyres. Good call. Can it last optimum pace? I think it can. But there'll be other drivers doing 2 stops and hoping for safety cars like we said. So Kieran, the only driver to have gone on hard apart from Jinx. So those two are going to need miracles. But they're going to be near the front, obviously, when everyone else makes their second stop. If they make their second stop. Nobody else is close enough on track to be making moves. Newgarden's had a spin there. Final corner, similar to what we saw. Was it?
Ghosty, good boy.
We saw Dex spin it there in a disaster fashion earlier on, but luckily Newgarden managed to save it. But how did he get away with no damage there? Oh no, he's done it again.
That.
And to be fair, if you do spin around here, it's a hot circuit, and if you overheat your tyres too much, you're going to struggle for the next lap or two. So, oh, he's done it again. He's done it again. So he's gonna have to slow down. It's not ideal for him, but he has to cool his tyre because on a track like this, if you go full guns a-blazing straight away, you're going to end up spinning again. So let's see if he gets into turn 4. Yeah, he's slowing down. He's following my advice, ladies and gentlemen. I know he's not watching the stream, but...
this corner might hurt him. If he's going to take it gently, because he's half throttling it, because he doesn't want to get the rear tyres.
Yeah, he's cooling his tyres off, and that's what he's doing. And then once his tyres are cool again, that's when you'll go back to full throttle. He's sort of gradually getting on the throttle as soon as he's more confident. I think, yeah, he's fine now. But his tyres are back up to temperature. But yeah, his wear won't be good though, will it?
Yeah, that's going to hurt the tyres. But I don't know how he didn't hit them all once. He didn't hit them all twice. So he's a lucky man so far. He's still in this race. He's got 9 lives. He's used 8 of them already. Talking of lives,
has got past Salmon on fresh tyres. I don't know why I got too excited about that because they're on different strategy. But you know.
Yeah, well, I mean, at this race, any position that's going up or down could be someone in the wall. We don't really know anymore who's doing what. As Timo and Ryan,
Timo's ghosted. He's
Timo's
disconnected.
not here again. Poor Timo. Oh dear. Timo. Oh, his face is gone again.
Oh no.
He's just a floating face in the cockpit. It looks so scary. That is scary.
Yellow flag. That is a Knighton. The Williams are. The Alpines are just not having the time of their life today, aren't they? Has he got damage?
No.
I can't tell, but
no,
he might have minor damage though, so it might have just been a half spin. Who's looking closer on track, meanwhile, is Yarham on the back of Ahmed on fresher tyres. And I'm almost certain Yarham is going to get him sooner or later. He's got a DRS. He's got less DRS though, so he's going to lose power on this back straight. To the right-hand side, to the start of sector 3. And we got Knighton as well, gaining quite a bit. But yeah, Yarham's up to 7th now. But will Ahmed keep on his tail after wait? See, Mata is on the back of Cam now. He's starting to pick up the pace a little bit. He's just biding his time, letting other people have the carnage so he can stay in this race.
Yeah, a race like this where it's so hectic, so hectic. You kind of got to pick and choose your battles here. And so does the car attacking. You got to pick and choose who is the man you want to battle and when. As there you can see Slenderman picking a battle right there, and that's past Tony. He, of course, on those fresher tyres, very much going for those moves. But these guys here, like Mata and Cam, they can't afford to squabble over each other too much right now. Because remember, squabbling over each other too much, they end up having contact, land both of them in the wall. And we've seen Cam in the wall once or twice. We saw him having an incident last week, which is, of course, a racing incident. Some people weren't happy with that, but it was a racing incident, of course, as well. But Cam, he's so far 2nd position here today. A lovely driver as well, good old friend of mine. I've known him for about 5 years nearly now, since about 2017. So, known him quite a while. I've known Casper quite a while. I've known a lot of these drivers quite a while in the scheme of things. I remember Casper since the olden days. I know my fellow co-commentator from 2017.
2018, Liam.
2018, yes.
So, not 5 years now. Wait, yeah, is it 5 years? 5 years? I don't know.
Ish.
Well, we haven't probably started speaking to each other until like September 2018, but we've kind of talked to each other on Twitter like in 2018, but you know, we were on different platforms back in the day, so but here we are now. Here we are now. But anyway, here comes Mata on the back of Cam. He's got DRS, he's got ERS, he can't get past. There's one thing on catching a driver, there's another thing on trying to get past the driver in Singapore, because there's some moments where it's hard to overtake. Maybe he's just biding his time to try and get the move into turn 7. Past turn 4, you're going to be heading towards turn 5 and 6 now. And he's got the ERS deployed. He's got plenty to attack with. His camera's lagging on my screen a little bit there. Heading towards turn 7. As we got another yellow flag. That is a Alfa Romeo. That is... Oh, that I don't know who that was. That might have been Slenderman, actually.
Lots of lag is what that was just there. I'll tell you what, Matt, that was brown pant moment for Matt, because all of a sudden Cam just like straight back in front of him. That was a desync, I think, from the entire game. So that's
that was very odd.
That almost could have been Matt's live flash before his eye. I mean, what? Talking of flashing, it is the Alpines. They are flashing at each other as they go down the straight. It is Tony versus Knighton, and please, boys, be careful. Don't hit each other, your teammates. Knighton here will presumably not be holding up his teammate too heavily here, because both on different strategies. Out versus in, and Knighton holds the line, though I sense futile effort because Tony, on those fresh tires, probably wants to get past right now, but still can't quite do it. Up the road, we've got Kieran behind N8, we've got Slenderman behind Kieran. Then, of course, we've got these Alpines. Further down the back of the field, we've got Tony passing Lee, who's just stopped in the box. So he's had an issue. He's been lapped by your race leader, Casper. Meanwhile, he is on a storming race. Matter and Cam, both in the pit lane.
So Matt is going on. Did Matt start on mediums? I think he did. So he's definitely on for 2 stop, because you have to use at least another time compound during the race, so he will have to stop again.
Cam, new nose. Cam's got a new nose, so he's clouted the wall somewhere where we haven't seen it. Out comes the Haas driver. Out comes the Mercedes. Where are they going to come out? They are going to be ahead of Kieran, his manner, so that has worked quite well. Kieran, stop it. Whenever I say your name, you go and make a mistake at turn number 1. Please stop it. Cam now, there's Slenderman in the pits for a new nose as well. He's really lost his nose, so I don't know what he's done, but Slenderman is not having a good time. The man who started on pole is dropping back.
He did graze the wall, Liam. He did graze the wall. He was the one who went off in turn 2 and 3 earlier, a lap ago, so it was him.
It's a real shame there, but 16 seconds now for Casper. This is looking good. Remember, it's about a 20-second pit delta, ideally, so he's going to be around a 5-second delta ahead, of course, of his nearest rival, and the longer you stretch these tyres out, the better it's going to be later on. These tyres are around 14 laps. Now, what he presumably is doing, I'm guessing he has the opportunity, if he wants to, for a double set of soft tyres, or he can go on a set of hards. It's entirely up to him right now, because he is the man controlling this race. He is controlling this pace, and, well, he is the man and the mission up front so far.
He's flying.
He is flying, isn't he?
But he's not doing good on fuel.
Yes, his fuel situation here, less ideal. But Singapore, I mean, he's probably gambling on a safety car, but if it's on reduced, it's not going to come.
Well, to be fair, Liam, I always put enough fuel for Singapore, but somehow I had a situation where I ran out. So it may be a fuel glitch for some of them, but with Casper, we know he underfuels anyway. So, yes, because I found around Singapore, if you don't have enough fuel at some point towards the end of the race, it's going to be hard to save it. So Casper's going to be in a lot of bother. So yeah, I wonder if he read the chat saying safety car was on reduced. Probably not. But he's probably got the gap, hopefully, it's come from. So is anyone else dangerously running low on fuel? Ahmed is.
Tony's going to get frustrated.
What?
I think, sorry, I cut over you. I think Tony's getting a little bit frustrated here by Knighton on those 11 lap old mediums. Still holding Tony up. Tony on those 0 lap medium. This is ruining his race right now inadvertently. Here he is. I mean, what is he going to get through this time? No, he's not. Oh, no. No. Oh, dear. Oh, dear, oh, dear, oh, dear. Oh, no. Wow, that's really going to frustrate him now. What have I done, Jess? Oh, no.
And there goes Tony on turn 7 with his tyre dead. Everything is dead.
Tell you what, I think that's going to be on Knighton there. He just kind of covered him off, put him in the wall.
Well, it's up to the stewards, though. It's up to the stewards.
It's up to the stewards. But that was a little bit of 2 months of risk race here in Singapore. Somehow, no safety car. Come on, we need to put it on. We need to put it on normal, guys. Come on. That was a big off.
That will last forever, the race, though. That will last forever. But anyway, Hayden's in. Hayden is in. He is in for hards. So I think did he start on mediums?
He did. Started on medium
so
tires. Now
in
the hard. Yep, 16 laps to go in this race. And that is your 4th retirement. That is Tony now. He's still ahead of the other Tony, to be fair, by figuring the other Tony is a lap down. We'll come on to do it. He's now been lapped by the top 5. Remember, a few of these guys still yet to stop. That being, of course, just one of them. That is Casper up front. But yeah, going to that end, it's just a bit of a squeeze. And then all of a sudden, tyre comes off, goes flying. The actual entire tyre came off, which is very rare to see normally. Knighton in the pit lane. That is for a set of hard tyres. I don't know why he tried to battle that too heavily, you know, Jess. If he was coming in the pits anyway, I just don't know why.
I don't know either as well, but I think he was on mediums as well. He was on old mediums. And to be honest, if you're on a different strategy, my opinion is just to let them through as well, because they technically have a free pit stop on you, and to be honest, there may be people doing another stop afterwards, but you don't want to really take the risk. But now Pete's got to try and climb his way through the field. 23.1 seconds is the gap between Casper and Johan. But I'm trying to see the pit lane offs around there, because let me have a look. I might have not written it down actually. And silly me, silly Jess, I've forgotten. What?
About 22 seconds, I think, really. I mean,
so Casper's got the gap just about. If he pits now.
Yeah,
no! As I talked about him.
Jess has fallen over, I think. Jess, you okay?
That's my tablet.
Jess's tablet, that was just like Peter, and clunk, clunk, clunk. There we go. Things have gone catastrophically wrong. Casper.
I'm okay. It's all good. As Timo's left again, Matter's got past Yarham into turn 7. I only saw the aftermath of that, but Matter, Shane Matter needs to pit again, actually, because if he didn't, those speeds will get to the end quite fine, but obviously he'll still need to pit again. He needs a safety car for him to win this race, to be honest.
He's going to need some luck here. This is really working so far for Casper. He will be in, presumably, in the next couple of laps, because he's got to come in. Otherwise, he's got to come in, obviously be disqualified. That's the first. And second round, he will be overtaken by the cars behind him, because they are getting dangerously close to something. Is he coming in? No, he's not. He's staying at what he's doing right now, James. He's staying at longer and longer sets off tyres to the end of this race. That's what he's doing.
But the gap is coming below 22 seconds. He's going to drop quite down the rest of the field. Like, he's got to make sure that nobody else catches up to him. Because we do know, because obviously Matter has won so many VSL championships. He is a quick driver. And we do know his form is a lot better at the second half of the season. He's flying. He's got a George Russell helmet, because obviously he likes George Russell. He's in the Merc. And, yeah, if Casper pits now, he would basically inherit the lead to Matter, but Matter will still need to stop one more time. Anyway, and then I just got past Timo. Timo left the session again. I swear Timo keeps getting bad luck.
Issues.
Yeah, internet issues is worse. I thought my internet issues was worse. Well, Timo just keeps rejoining and leaving the session. At least my PlayStation was fine, by the way. My PlayStation was fine. I was still in the lobby. It was just my PC that was having issues, so I'm better than Timo. Someone's gone off. That's Cam. Oh, Kieran actually. Oh, he's had a little bit. Oh, that was caught quite a bit. Kieran, he slid there, but he didn't get any damage there. But that was so close to an incident. That's all. Slenderman's out the race. Slenderman's out. Has he retired in the pits?
Yes.
Oh. Okay.
Everybody think, oh dear Lord, oh my dear Ryan, oh God, what the lag, holy mother of God.
Yeah, he is lagging.
Oh Lord, that was interesting. Timo's back. Hurrah! He's back here.
Right,
and
he's trying. Oh, Jinx is out. He's behind the pit lane, isn't he?
No one wants to race this race. Everyone's retiring in the pits right now. What on earth is going on here in Singapore? This is entertaining. This is carnage everywhere. I don't know who's doing what. I'm getting. Oh God! Someone's in the wall. Who's off? Someone hit the wall very heavily. Who was it?
I don't
It's
know.
Tony. Tony, that's who it is. He lost his front wing.
Oh, it's the Tony that's still here.
There is only one of them. Currently.
He's riding that curb quite interestingly. There.
And in he comes. That was Tony's.
Yeah, he's retiring the pit lane. We're down to 13 drives, and don't forget, top 12 score points at VSL. So, yeah, that's just the reason for you to not give up, folks, in this race, because you could get some decent points out of it. What I found around Singapore is it's a damage limitation race. You can still score decent points if you just make it to the finish line. And even though I ran out of fuel, I was still able to get good results in Singapore. I actually liked Singapore on this game. I hated it on the last few games to drive, but on this game, on the F1 2021 game, it just flows nicer. I don't know why. It's just brilliant. But I can't see the deltas again, which drives me nuts. So
Yes.
I'm gonna. I think we've got Mata. It's Mata in the battle. Well, Yarham's closing out.
Okay.
Cam has Kieran chasing behind him again. Let's hope that he doesn't get in to the walls, because I think Kieran's got damage, Liam, because Cam is pulling away like no tomorrow. Or maybe Cam just got the soft grip. There is considerable amount of delta compared to the mediums and the hards, don't forget. Mediums is around about a second, well, 1.5 seconds quicker than the hards, whereas the hards is just incredibly slower. But it will come back to him towards the end of the race, so never count out Kieran's chickens yet. Kieran has won a few races this season, and to be honest, around this track, if he's in a position where if Kieran is absolutely rubbish at this race, he could be out the championship fight.
Yeah, meanwhile, battles here between Lee and Deck. We've got Knighton and Newgarden also battling up the road. So, two battles here. We haven't really spoken too much of the lower end of the points, might we say. And it is, of course, really the battle of the last couple of pointers. Newgarden there just ahead of Knighton. Meanwhile, down the back, we'll have a look at this of Deck and Lee. Lee's two battling for the last point up at... Never mind. Never mind.
Lee!
And
He's
he's back going again. Now he's lapped. So, never mind. He's no longer battling for... Well, he's still in the point, but he's no longer battling with the position of being the last point scorer, because now he's spun. So, there we are. So, anyway, up front, Casper. There he is. There's your race leader. 15 seconds. It's coming down more and more as we go on in this race. He is definitely hemorrhaging these tires, but he is going for another set of... He's going for a set of soft. He's just going longer and longer. He doesn't mind this gap coming down, because these medium tires, they presumably won't last. Is out. This race is Deck in pit lane, or is that him just coming in?
He's coming in for set mediums, but he's got to change front wing as well, and he knows that there's points on the table, so, and he wants to obviously help his teammate in the constructors, so he would want to keep going. So
yeah, he's gonna come up behind Matt Ryan, though. So Matt Ryan will take that position back again. So there he is. The undercut strategy now back into the point. He will go. 14 seconds now up front.
Timo's passed at Ahmed into turn. I can't remember what turn it is. The start of sector 3 anyway. And Timo, despite disconnecting a million times, he's still in 7th. Surprisingly, as Yarham picks up a penalty. And one thing I forgot to mention about it, there's a lot of places where you can get penalties. I'm not quite sure where, but turn 7 is one of them. The final corner is one of them as well. Around here, where I'm riding on board with Timo, is one of them too. And the final corner. Timo's having quite a few slides there. That was quite close, my friend. That will allow Ahmed to catch up a little bit as well. The gaps to most of these drives are quite big. So most of them are, I think pretty much all of them is above a second. The closest between the two Haas drivers. Now, we saw team orders in real life on Sunday, which to be fair, I was a bit gutted about. Because it was round 6 and team orders were implied early. Too early. Because, yeah. But we know in VSL that team orders will not happen and they'll still be allowed to race as they head towards Sector 3 then. Cam is catching up. With those fresher tyres, the crossover point may come a bit earlier than Johan wanted, and that's allowing Cam to get within Johan's DRS range. This could be his breakthrough moment to help him in this race, but we still don't have that long to go until the end. Luckily, the race won't be, I think, an hour long, I don't think, because we've had no safety cars. I'll probably say that IL probably will be one. Johan's in there and he knows that Cam was going to catch him. So is Johan going to brave it and go on softs, or is he going to go on another set of mediums?
This will be the gamble here, Jess. If he goes for a set of softs, that really just allows Casper the opportunity for softs. That is a set of softs. Now, I will not be surprised to see Casper in the next lap or two then and get a set of soft tyres on. That is going to be kind of his indicator. He'll have Risky looking at it as well. These two, remember, they party, so they'll be getting all the information they want to see. Matter's going to have to stretch these tyres out. He can do it, remember. He'll be able to stretch these tyres out a long while. He has to pit again.
He has to pit again because I swear... Hold on. Can you double check, Liam, if he has to pit again? Because I swear he did two. I swear he did two mediums, and that's it.
You are correct. So Kieran's got a medium hard. Aiden's a medium hard. Medium soft for Johan, so he's good to the end. So there's a few people. N8 has stopped again. Everyone else behind is okay as well. So it is the top three. All have to do one more stop for a set of soft tyres. And now it's about where you do it. And you surely imagine around about now is the opportunity for Casper. I say that, and he comes.
Maybe lap 24 for some of the drivers near the back, potentially. But here comes Casper. He saw Johan take the gamble, so he's going to take the gamble now. That will promote Matter to the lead. Not for very long, though, because Matter will be coming in for a set of the soft compounder tyres very, very soon, too. So watch out for his pace. It's 2 seconds a lap quicker than the hards. And around about 1 point... Well, I don't know. I think it's the...
Kieran.
Kieran's
a bit ahead.
Kieran's gone ahead of Casper then. 8 tenths quicker is the softs compared to the mediums. But on warm medium tyres will probably be more. But Casper, he's now got to chase Kieran 4.4 seconds down the road. If he could gain about... It is 2.4 seconds a lap quicker than the hard, so he should catch him in about 2 laps' time. Cam is in as well. So he's going for the soft tyres. Oh no, Timo's disconnected again.
Oh, well, I mean, he's having more troubles than anything. He just can't seem to get it right today. It's just rotten luck. He's having issues, and he's back low, I think. No, he's back. Just while I say that, he's having issues. He rejoins, literally, as I say.
No, I swear he's ghosted, Liam. But anyway.
No, he's here. He's definitely here, because he's missed the apex by a country mile.
Right. So he probably rejoined at the wrong moment. I'm a bit still worried for Casper. He's got to lift and coast like mad. He really does. Look at his fuel. He might be fine.
He might, if it's still in yellow, it means it's just kind of hovering around that radar. I mean, you can see him a little bit lifting coast here, but let's be honest, he's going to be closing very quickly here up on the back of Kieran, who's got another 11 laps to go.
Timo has now joined.
Timo's now joined. But he was already in the session my screen. It showed him still alive, so now he's a ghost again. So I don't know what's going on.
It's just pits.
He's broken. Meanwhile, battle here between Cam and Aiden, and that's brave for Cam at the outside. Aiden's going to give him just enough room there, and waltzing around the outside goes Cam. That was a super little move from the Englishman, passing the Englishman. I'm pretty certain they're both English. At least, as there. Now, Cam up into 5th position. Next up, Yaham in 4th. The timings have all decided to go diddly squat and have broken on us again. As now you can see definitely Casper, and you can just see that is under about 2 seconds now. Like I said, Jess, Casper is flying up.
And don't forget, Massa will need to pit, so Casper will take the lead this race if he could get past Kieran.
Yeah, he's at me. Look at here. He's right on the back of him already. Kieran's struggling, and you got to pick your battles right now. And I'm afraid to say, Mr. Kieran, this isn't your battle. to fight here because Casper's getting past whether I think he likes it or not. He'll get past down here, in fact. I wouldn't be surprised to see Kieran just go to the inside or not battle it too heavily outside line. Is Kieran going to try brave it? He is.
Switch back.
Goes deep. The undercut strategy will work. And thank you very much, says Casper, and goodbye. He says, Kieran, try to Halo, but like I said, you've got to pick and choose your battles, and I'm afraid he was getting past anyway, but good effort.
Yeah, I think he won't lose that much if he pits again, but he would need to pass Yaham and Cam, so he's going to brave it on the tyres for just a little bit while longer, I think, which is going to be easier said than done, not going to lie. But anyway, lap 24 of 31, Matter still leads. I hope Matter remembers that he needs to pit again. He's probably going to pit end of this lap, knowing me. Casper second. Well, Casper's in the net lead of this race, if he makes it with the fuel. Kieran third, Johan fourth, Cam fifth. No one else is dangerously close to get any battles at the moment, so we could have a quiet moment of the race. It may come down to strategy. Hayden is running dangerously low on fuel too, so we got to keep an eye on him. Ahmed is running dangerously low. Pete is fine. Newgarden's fine. Timo's fine. Obviously, he's a ghost. Well, he was. Lee is fine. Matt Ryan is dangerously low on fuel. Deck is fine. And Matt is fine. So there we go. Those are your fuel situations. So, I know a few of the drivers will be wondering, how can I get this fuel to the end? But they know what to do. We've seen, I remember in Project Cars 2 in Spain, at one point, there was one driver that ran out of fuel, almost DNF not making it to the line, but he did make it to the line, so...
I remember that.
Yeah. Do you remember that?
I think I remember seeing a race on Project Cars 2 when they did that. Timo's got the fast lap of this race, by the way. He's back flowing.
Newgarden's in for a set of soft tyres, I presume, Liam?
Yeah, I think that will be a set of soft tyres. It is a set of soft tyres. Those red tyres look very worn back there. Matt Ryan, Akon, in comes your race leader. Set us off tyres to the end of this race then. So there he will go. He's going to drop behind. He'll drop behind Casper. He will drop behind Kieran. But he'll be ahead of Yam. So he's going to have to try and retake Kieran. And that gap is going to be around about 10 seconds, I believe, between these guys. Because remember, he's still in the pits, still in the pits, still in the pits, still in the pits, still in the pits. Now he's back out the gap.
Oh, that is big.
7.8 seconds, 8.7. It's going to be up to 9. It might be up nearly about 10 seconds there. He's going to be a big ask to come through. But on those set of soft tyres, and you've seen how quickly it was only been about there's only been a lap or two since Casper got past as well. That gap will come down very, very quickly, Jess.
It would. 2 seconds a lap, like I was saying earlier. So Matter could be on course for getting P2, maybe even the win if Casper runs dangerously low on fuel. So he could be on for his second win in the season, his first win since Australia, which I didn't think he was going to get the win because he had a spin in lap 1 and he still won. So there was a lot of crazy things that happened in that race, and I was solo commentating on my own. But then I decided, you know what, I needed a co-com, and I got you. But anyway, Ahmed is in soft tyres as well. Nothing to lose because the gap was quite big anyway. So he comes in anyway. A chance for him to save a bit of fuel as well. So no harm done. If Hayden wants to come in, he wants... Technically, Hayden... I'm just thinking, where's Pete on the track? Hayden could come in, actually. Hayden could come in because the gap between him and Pete is 39.2 seconds. He's got nothing to lose.
He's got nothing to lose, but I mean, he's got to gain?
Fastest lap.
You gotta think though, just up the road, if these guys trip over each other, have an issue, or one of them makes a mistake, he can still get a few positions here up the road. I mean, he's only a few seconds behind Cam as well, and these guys as well. I mean, he's in kind of a window where, yeah, he could stop if these guys, I mean, they hit the wall, they're gonna have to stop anyway, but
yeah,
why not stay out, go to the end? You've only got a few laps, if, of course, you gotta take when it comes. I mean, if you want to stop, he can. Does he want to stop? Who knows? Do I know? Would I stop if I had that gap? Probably, because I don't like the hard tyres. I hate them. No, I hate any tyres on this game. And normally I end up in walls. That's why I'm here in the commentary box, because I'm not trusted to drive, it seems. As well, meanwhile, looking down the field, there's not a lot of action going on right now. That's what we say. Yes, Newgarden on Matt Ryan.
Is Matt Ryan in this session?
Yes.
They keep ghosting every so often, which is weird.
Lapped, aren't they?
Oh, yes, they are, aren't they?
Oh, who's gone?
Oh, there's people moving out of the way. It's people moving out of the way because of lapped cars.
Deck?
Yeah, Deck's lapped. Yeah, he's letting his teammate through. Yeah.
Literally.
Well, you don't have to slow down. They're ghosted, but you never know with this game, Liam. It could unghost yourself, so you did the right thing there. I
say literally letting through because literally Deck was inside of Matter. That's why I was saying he literally was letting him through.
Yes. Crazy
there they go. Kieran up there in second position, 27 and 31, 1.1 seconds quicker. So 1.7 of that seconds a lap quicker is Matter. He was. Oh! Aiden! No!
Timo's out!
Timo!
He did not retire in the pits! Did he hit the pit wall?
He couldn't have hit the pit wall. That's a.
Wait, let me have a look. I'm trying to see.
He's gone off on the outside. He's gone off on the outside of the last corner.
It's hard to tell. No safety car.
Yeah, what he's done, Jess, he got on the curb on the first bit and it's thrown him out the race. So that's what's happened there, we believe.
Championship leader
is out. In comes New Zealand Cam for a new nose. I mean, why not? I mean, he's got about as big of a gap than anything else. I mean, but you know what I said, Jess, about Aiden staying out and he'll get positions. You said no, he should stop. Now look what happens in fifth. See? It's working, isn't it?
Reverse psychology, you see? Reverse psychology. I'm trying not to curse people. Oh, no. Aiden, just keep it on the track, please. But anyway, not that long to go. I'm looking at the penalty situation here because Casper's tyres is not looking in good shape right now. Matter is now on the back of Kieran. He's got no penalties.
He does. 6.5 seconds. The penalty is 3 seconds. So it's about how quickly you can get past. I mean, the gap between these tyres is, 3-4 lap old tyres. These tyres will get to the end of this race, remember, as well. But here is Kieran. He has DRS low, luckily, of Matt Ryan. So Matt Ryan also kind of helping Kieran a little bit. This will just allow him a little bit more breathing space, but it won't allow him too much because lucky, right behind here is Matter. Hello, sunshine, he says. He looks up your rear end. I'm going for first, says Matter. You're going to take it then with DRS, but they both got DRS. He can't get close enough because, this is going to be painful. He just can't get close because Kieran's got the DRS. And Kieran pretty much could just sit here behind and just hope he was going forwards, but eventually has to go through him as Matt Ryan says, I'm going to get out of this battle here, and this is now going to hurt Kieran as long as he can get within a second potentially of Red Bull.
That was close. Very close. This is exciting stuff, though. This is great entertainment. We're seeing a battle. We're seeing cars on track. Matter, he's got the extra grip. He's just dying to get past. Cam's got a penalty. Probably not going to affect him too much. He's going to have to go right at the start of sector 3. Oh, he leaves just about enough space, because otherwise that could have ended in disaster. Under the bridge. Can Matter go for mid there? It'll be tight if he does. He's going to wait for a little bit. As I'm just seeing, will Kieran have DRS on the car in front?
No.
So Matter would have the advantage into this next lap as we start lap 29 and 31. So Matter is one and only opportunity. Well, not one of his own one and only opportunity, but he's got no worries because obviously Kieran has got 6 seconds of penalties, but he wants to get it on the road so he can catch up to Casper. He's got the better run into turn 3, heading towards turn 4 now. Switch back maybe for Matter. No, not quite.
No chickens.
County Chickens is going to be exciting. This is going to be exciting. Matter, straightlinespeed.com. To the left, heading towards turn 7. He's going to cut back to the right-hand side, then to the left. Matter takes second. And if Casper runs out of fuel, that could effectively be the lead of this race.
Yeah, most certainly could be. He's got that pretty good, but he lost a load of time there It was 6 seconds. Now it's 7.3. Let's see if he can start bringing it down a little bit. Kieran tried to battle it as much as he could. Just couldn't do it, of course, with that car, with the fuel, with the tyres. Oh, 19-lap-old tyres, but he won't mind that. He's in 3rd position right now. He's on the podium. Yarham in 4th. Aiden in 5th. Cam, who's just had a trip off the road at turn number 2. He's in 6th, but seems to have got it all together. Knighton in 7th. N8 ahead of Lee. Newgarden, Ryan, Akon. All these drivers, as long as they finish, will score points in this race. So that's that one. Your race leader, though, is just got to be a little bit gentle. Can take it a little bit. Not that gentle, because he's lost over half a second already this lap. So he is getting caught. As long as it doesn't drop below 3 seconds, it'll be all nice and dandy.
Only 3 drivers not getting penalties tonight, Liam. That is Mata, Hayden and Ahmed. Well, Ahmed, even if Lee gets past Ahmed, he should be fine. I don't think, as Ahmed, I think will stay 8th position at best. Even if other drivers get past him, he'll be fine as well. Now, this is going to be a crucial penultimate lap of this race as well, as gap is coming down quite significantly, 6.1 seconds. Are the tyres starting to overheat for Casper? We shall see. Casper's got the yellow warning light. It's not red yet, so it's all good for Casper. If it gets red before the start of the final lap, he's bugged. And if it's still yellow before that, he should be fine. So we'll keep an eye on him. 5.8 seconds. He's doing just about enough, I think, to save some fuel. And he'll get some cheeky ERS from the card in front as well. So every driver that's doing this race will score some points. So that is ideal. So who's got the fastest lap so far, actually? Because they'll get 2 extra, but it's someone outside the top 10. 37.5. Mata is close, to be fair. He's got to find 2 tenths to get the fastest lap, pretty much, which is doable, but he's got 1.5 laps to do it. Can he do it? We will see. I think Casper's just got away with fuel usage. I think he'll just run out of fuel to the line and Mata won't be able to catch up in time. So Casper, my friend, you come yourself very, very lucky there. You got lucky stars as a Ferrari driver. Yeah, he'll just run out in the final corner, according to my calculations.
Yeah, I think he might do. He's just getting that. Looking at it, by the way, Matt has got 2 warnings, so if he doesn't need to pick up another one as well, because Casper is on 5 warnings by looking at it. So both of these drivers have got to count their spring chickens right now to make sure they don't get themselves in trouble. They'll be enjoying this one. A bit of DRS up the road from the Ghosty Lee, who is up the road. Casper likes some ghosts in front of him, to be fair. He likes seeing them, especially when they're not, impeding him and they're not there. They're ghosting. He can just follow them through, but he doesn't want to be losing too much time here going through, because he has lost nearly a second here, currently following. Now he gets through past Lee, behind the Mata, closing more.
He's got to find 1.5 seconds. He's got to find 1 second on. If he finds a second on Casper within this next half a lap, Mata will win this race.
Yeah, he most certainly will. Remember, Mata's on his final warning as well, so if he goes wide, he will pick up a 3-second time penalty. So it's gonna be all about keeping it within these track limits, not making a mistake. How heavy do you push the car? 3.6, 3.5. It's coming down and down and down and down. Here today, 4 tenths of a second. Has he got enough? Here we are then, last lap of this race. 3.4 seconds. 3.4 is the gap. Will it come down? It's opening up. 3.5 through the last corner. Here comes Casper. The fuel light is on. He'll win in Singapore by half a second. He'll win it by half a second.
2 tenths.
2 tenths. 2 tenths of a second. Kieran across the line, just about in 3rd, as he flick spins it unsuccessfully. Yaham in 4th. Aiden will across the line in 5th. Cam ahead of Knighton. And 8 is finished. Lee and Newgarden, Ryan and Akon have all finished this race as well, respectively.
Yellow flag.
Is that Aiden's run out of fuel?
No.
No, yellow ghost.
Yeah, that is Johan just had a spin. Careful.
Puncher.
He was lucky there that the gap was that big, 'cause otherwise he would have lost P4 there.
Yeah, he would have. So puncture there, and
He just went out of fuel.
Yeah, Aiden has run out of fuel. That's what I was saying. He looks like he had issues. Running out of fuel as well. Looks like Cam's running low on fuel because it's spluttering.
Cam was fine. Cam was fine. He was exactly the same as Casper. As Pete will be the last man to cross the line now. 7th place. I believe that will be his best result of the season. Actually, he'll probably equal his best result of the season, actually. In 7th.
He's got to get across the line any second now. And that will be the last car of this topsy-turvy race here in Singapore. There's going to be a lot of talking points. Well, the talking point is, it is Casper on the top side of the podium. And championship very much back on just now, isn't it?
Yes, and with obviously Timo retiring, and you get 25 points for the win. Hold on, so let me do some maths. 144, 154, Casper will lead the championship by 5-6 points. I'll need to do some maths later on, but with Timo retiring, that's cost him dearly. With Casper winning, he's now on the top step once again in both this race and the championship. So there we go.
Yeah, most certainly. Ferrari on the top step then. Mercedes in second. It is, of course, alongside him as we get the official rundown then of your order. You know what, Jess? I'll give it to you, actually. You can do the order because I did qualify.
Oh, thank you very much, Liam. It's usually the other way around because I do qualifying usually. You do the race, but it's nice to switch up a bit. So Casper wins from Mata, Kieran, Yarham, Hayden, Cam, Pete, Ahmed, Lee, Newgarden. They're your top 10. Matt Ryan and Deck are your final point scorers. No one will get the fastest lap point as Timo did and he retired. And also retiring from this race is Slenderman, Tony, Jinx. I feel so bad for Jinx, you know. Tony P, Flexi and George. So there we go. That has been quite a topsy-turvy race, not gonna lie.
It could have been. People reduced safety cars buggered their race. I mean, I suppose it was a little bit.
53 minutes.
53 minutes. It would have been way over an hour because there was about 7 times the safety car should have came out. So, yeah, there's that one. But that's been a good race, Jess, hasn't it?
To be fair, we both had our fair share of technical difficulties again, but we got through it, didn't we? We still managed to get a stream going, and everyone still managed to tune in, which is good. It just shows that you just don't give up in life, even if it's racing or streaming, because we wanted to get a stream out to you guys. So even though we started quite late, we are both here. Next week, I need to try and remember where we are next week, actually. We are... Oh, one of your favourite tracks, Liam. It's Brazil.
Ah, yes, good. Now, you're going to be here next week, because I ain't doing solo comms again.
I will be here next week, Liam, don't worry.
Good.
I haven't missed a VSL race this season. I feel so delighted with that. But anyway. So, a few things to mention before we wrap up the stream. Let's mention our sponsors once more. Rogue Energy. You can use the code VSL F1 League for 10% off on their products. You can go onto their website, rogueenergy.com, to find out more. And you can sign up for our Patreon page, patreon.com/VSL F1. There's 3 tiers on there. There is a VSL Family Member Tier 1, which is £3 a month. Tier 2, which is £7 a month, which includes more benefits. And there's VIP for £10 a month. If you want to find out more, obviously speak to VSL, and it's on the Patreon page anyway for more information. Liam, any final words before I end the stream, because it has been a long one?
Well, what I can say is thank you very much, Jess, for all your hard efforts and all your struggles. You've managed to get a stream up with me, so thank you very much.
And to be fair, I had a meltdown before the stream, to be honest. Was it nice?
You'll get emotional, and so you've done extremely well.
You guys at VSL cheer me up. VSL's the best time to spend my Wednesday evening, and with you as well, so very excited. Yes. And we get to do it all over again, same time next week, 8 PM. Follow us on Twitter at BSL_F1. We also have an Instagram at BSL_F1 if you haven't done so already. You can also follow us on Twitter. I'm at JessGames95 and Liam is
Liam New Media.
Woo!
Remember it this time.
There we go, you remembered it this time. Like last week, you always forgot. Anyway, have a good evening. See you next week, same time, for one of my favourite circuits to commentate on, the Brazilian Grand Prix. have a good evening. I know I said that loads of times, but anyway, let's wrap up the stream. Goodbye.